The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk.
The following is Kurt Angle's farewell match and is a submission match. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling grand slam, Kurt Angle.
Last week.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. This chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Now, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing the respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
Yes,
At long last, Kurt Angle and CM Punk face off inside a WWE ring. And on the biggest stage here at WrestleMania. Kurt Angle is set to retire tonight. And CM Punk jumped at the chance to be the one to send him off into the sunset.
Look, I know Punk respects Angle, but this could also be a career-defining moment for Punk. Can the best in the world put the Olympic gold medalist on the shelf for good in a submission match?
We'll find out right here. CM Punk said he loves Kurt, but he'll not be sorry to put Kurt Angle down for good.
Boom!
Remember, this match came to be in quite a rude fashion. Angle was ready to choose his final opponent, and CM Punk stole that choice away from him. A classless act from someone who claims to have so much respect for the man.
Well, that's your perspective, Michael Cole. Many others would say that Punk is doing Kurt a favor.
A favor? Deciding a Hall of Famer's retirement match? That's a favor?
Listen, Cole. It's an honor for Angle to wrestle CM Punk at WrestleMania. It's a fantastic ending for Kurt to be able to say, my last match was with CM Punk.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Corey. You've got worms in your ears or something.
Some mental chess here from Angle.
Russian leg sweep.
Quick escape from danger there.
CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. What kind of mind games are those?
It's a stroke of genius in my view, Cole. As much as you want to paint him as a hypocrite, Punk has been great at confusing Angle, disarming Kurt, allowing Kurt to bring his guard down, only for an opportunity to stab him in the heart.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Punk never saw that coming. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Boom.
Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars rapidly teamed off on each other, adrenaline at peak levels.
Oh, one thunderous final blow.
And wait, long ago, there was an opportunity for these two men to have locked up, but the stars just never aligned.
That's correct. ECW is what you're talking about, Cole. A mid-2000s rebranding. CM Punk and Kurt Angle were positioned as the premier attractions. Punk being the young upstart with a groundswell of support behind him, and Angle being the veteran, the true wrestling machine.
Now, those would have been battles that would have shortened each man's career, no doubt.
Repeated knees to the hamstring.
I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Punk on the wrong side of Angle's technical expertise here.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle, a big win at WrestleMania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now. To say that he is the man who beat Kurt Angle in Kurt's final match of his Hall of Fame career.
There would be nothing for CM Punk to apologize for tonight. He would just be ending all of Kurt's built-up pain.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive. Oh, belly-to-belly throw.
And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
And it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt.
Well-placed knees to the hamstring. Olympic-level offense from Kurt Angle.
Angle has the advantage over Punk, and he's putting it to good use.
Barrage of fierce offense. And no matter...
Uh-oh. Way too... Diving moonsault!
Kurt looking to embarrass his opponent. Opponent down. Angle can do what he wants and wants in the act.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Wobbling back up, totally checked out at the moment.
Had it scouted. Now can capitalize. They're going to have to try to fight out of this. Body shots connecting. Kurt Angle with the angle slam.
Angle, no fight left whatsoever. Ankle lock applied.
CM Punk up. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind.
No fight left whatsoever. Ankle lock applied.
You can tell that's locked in deep.
Every second.
And can't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, and forever, your gold medalist, Kurt Angle!
Kurt Angle winning his retirement match by making CM Punk tap out, ending an incredible career on a win.
And at WrestleMania, no less, CM Punk tried his best. He took every shot Angle gave him, but the Olympian is just still too sharp between the ropes. Angle's masterful submissions could not be countered.
Man, these matches we got. For 90% of the time, I never even pick CM Punk.
Maybe it's
Because I
only
don't
an
like to be.
alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. comes the Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside hell in a cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight the Fiend, you survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with the Fiend has been changed forever. You can just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. From the top, double axe handle connects. Axe handle finds the mark.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against The Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
CM Punk locked inside Hell in a Cell with The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
Watch this display of power. Gorilla press into the cell. My God. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
I will agree that Punk's ability to evolve is commendable, but I don't think anyone has undergone a transformation quite like Bray Wyatt when he became the...
Beautiful senton.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
The Fiend is just teeing off on Punk right now.
And Fiend falls to a counter. He finally manages to answer back.
Punk could be turning his fortunes around.
Swinging gutbuster. Nasty. Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying...
Oh, he's shoving it down his throat!
The claw!
This one's over.
The Fiend can seal it here.
Got them off their feet here.
Direct shot to the throat there.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. The Fiend reverses.
Bang! And a spear through the cell wall with a spear! I don't know how, but we just saw the cell wall explode from all this animosity. This is the definition of throwing caution out of the window. And the WWE Universe is on pins and needles for it. He's made it to the top of the cell, a place that historically is the last place you want to be in Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, strangely enough, he'd be safer back inside the cell at this point. He's finally made it to the top of this demonic structure.
A dangerous position to be in. He's playing with fire now.
No, 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 no like this!
And he just experienced firsthand the nightmare everyone has when they sign on the dotted line for a Hell in a Cell match.
And he's clearly got something on his mind as he ascends up the cell walls.
And listen to this capacity crowd. The anticipation is electric in this building. Making it to the top of the cell, and he's fully embraced the chaos now.
I can't imagine what he's thinking about doing next from up there. Ooh. All hell is broken loose on top of the cell. This is only going to get worse before it gets better. Trying for the double underarm hook.
Backdropping their way out of danger.
A reversal. He saw that coming. Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. This is a situation you want to...
No way, this is lunacy.
Oh my God. And that was a heck of a heave we just...
Do not, my God.
You gotta be kidding me.
Good Lord, that's it, they're dead.
He's starting as a setup to sell.
And hopefully you're not expecting anything akin to safety when you start climbing the cell. He's as mad as a hatter climbing the cell. Nothing good ever happens on top of the cell.
There's a fine line between motivation and madness.
Not letting him finish that thought. Dangerous heights here. This can only end in disaster.
Hooked up. Oof. Great power.
Inverted suplex. Wards that off. What a response. Oh, boom. Shades of the USSR with a hammer and sickle. Steel meeting flesh. This is absolute carnage. Through the cell. He went through the damn cell.
If this match somehow continues, I don't know how much fight he's going to have left in it.
The Fiend has to be devising a hellish end for Punk.
Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Punk's got a problem here.
And following up with the pin.
And they're still in this.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way to survive and continue fighting.
And take a look here. A submission attempt by Bray. And you can see him struggling to break this hold.
Every second it's locked on is doing more damage.
And he's tapping. He had to tap. He had no choice.
Here is your winner, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but what on earth does this mean for the rest of us?